Trav is Wayne Goodsall. As I'm doing my laundry, we have breaking news finally put on by KUTV2 Utah, News Utah. More about the church scandal with President M. Russell Ballard. Do I need to repeat all of this again for you? And see if we can sum it up in just a few seconds here. M. Russell Ballard supported Tim Ballard and his Operation Save Hostage Sex Trafficked Children. Had a declaration of support on his website. The church, Ballard came out, M. Russell Ballard came out and said, I don't know this guy. I don't support him. Had a senior moment and lied. Tim Ballard is like, what are you doing? What do you mean you don't know me? And so presents the evidence of how M. Russell Ballard lied. He doesn't understand what's going on. Why is he lying? And so because of this, and Fox 13 News Utah covering that the document on Tim Ballard's website was taken down by the church. Now, all of a sudden, Mormons are coming up and accusing Tim Ballard of crime. This is a pattern of behavior in this valley. It goes all the way back to any Mormon who's apostate, who goes against the church. The church uses porn to attack them, to frame them and destroy their lives. It's a pattern of behavior that is without no end. D. Michael Quinn, gay. John Dehlin, gay. John D. Lee, or John P. Lee. Which one is it? Because there's John D. Lee. He's the murderer of women and children. Senator Mike Lee's third great-grandfather. Following in his footsteps by cooing America, just like John D. Lee attempted a coup of election fraud in the Mormon War of 1838. But you have the other member of the 70, who was the native Indian, who came to the church and said, hey, can we do more to help Native Indians fulfill the Isaiah prophecy to blossom as a rose? Church said, no, get the hell out of our church. And then, boom, sex scandal of porn. I'm surprised Hamas didn't have a sex scandal of porn. They asked him to do a favor, though, and he said no. And so he's gone. And then you have others who've been attacked by the church. You have a federal magistrate judge, female, who got fired because she allowed Gaddy versus COP to proceed in the courts. And then she was put with my case to have it dismissed. But this is how the church runs and operates the state of Utah. They get Mormons to commit crimes of anybody who dares to molest or make afraid. And so, 5 women accuse Tim Ballard of spiritual manipulation. And so they get a lawyer, and then the lawyer files official charges for sexual assault, not sexual harassment. Sexual assault. It's civil, not criminal. Sexual assault, which means rape. They're accusing Tim Ballard of rape. And then a couple comes out, male and female, no gays allowed, comes out and says he raped us too. Rape, sexual assault, man and woman, married, couple, Mormon, sealed in the temple, raped by Tim Ballard. Raped. So if it's true, yeah, this is serious. Tim Ballard is a serial rapist. And so the press are trying to ask our Attorney General, Sean Reyes, hey, what's up with this? You supported Tim Ballard. I never knew the guy. I take pictures of lots of people. I don't know him. And he's not pursuing criminal charges. He has to recuse himself. Which means Sean Reyes would be a person of interest to inquire as to whether these rape allegations are accurate. Mr. Protecting Children, Sean Reyes, who was compromised as a foreign agent to the country that held the soccer game, as he was bribed by the government with tickets to the game, that is failing to report being an agent of a foreign government. You know, like Menendez is locked up for with his little scandal of hoarding gold by the Egyptian government, not reporting that he's an agent of Egypt. So yes, Sean Reyes is guilty of the same thing Menendez is. Nobody's holding Reyes accountable. But nonetheless, our governor, Cox, who replaced Herbert because Herbert failed to obey the orders of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Yeah, that's what they don't tell you. But if you paid attention, it's exactly what happened. Herbert was told to retire and put his lieutenant governor in the position because he's young and he's going to be obedient because he's a Mormon with a celestial sealing marriage. And so Cox, who thinks it's funny to pretend to be MAGA, making all his jokes, and then purposely running Utah into the ground further. Oh, the Great Salt Lake has no water. I know. Let's get a czar to investigate. Yes, we're out of water. Let's do an investigation as to what happened to the water and what we can do about it. And then he'll just get paid for years not coming up with any solutions. And so, yes, all this year, Cox and the government has been involved in the scandals of porn. And they're using the excuse that they're trying to protect children. And so, yes, you have in 2021, the church firing Natasha Helfer, who came out and said, no, porn is not addictive. There is no harm to kids. And so, out, excommunicated and fired from the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And so Nelson, in this video for conference, pornography is addictive. Natasha Helfer is wrong. And so, with this rape accusation of serial rapist Tim Ballard, Governor Cox is now coming out and calling for a criminal investigation of the sexual rape allegations. They are protecting M. Russell Ballard in his senior moment where he forgot, just like Irene's wife, who just died recently, had memory loss too. Dear God, this is full-on Nazi Utah. Using sex as a weapon. Oh, dear God. But hilarious for comedy. And so, yeah, this is just pure evil. Cox is doing it to protect the church. That's it. That's all. He's Mormon. He has to defend the church. Tim Ballard went against the church. Not because he went against the church, but because M. Russell Ballard had a senior moment and forgot that he supported Tim Ballard. And so now Cox is wanting to do criminal investigation into the allegations of rape. And so good luck with that. Were there any rape kits, women? And the one man in the married relationship where both of them were raped? Good luck with that. I'm skeptical. But, Tim Ballard isn't coming out with his defense argument. I don't see him with a lawyer yet. I don't see him. It's kind of hard. The church is against him, so nobody wants to defend him, most likely. That's the sad reality here in Utah, is the church controls every aspect of your lives. And if they target you for destruction, they do it. And everyone who fails gets fired. And I'm kind of wondering about my brother. What happened to you, Todd? What happened? The church gave you an order. You failed. What did they do to you? Damn, I am. And this is just an evil church. And so, yeah, I'm kind of concerned. He knows if he raped them. And so, yeah, by him going silent, that is concerning. He may have raped them. But if he raped them, why didn't they go to the cops? I mean, this isn't like it's the Elizabeth Smart 14-year-old girl syndrome, where you get shocked and horrified that some guy kidnapped you by knife point and threatened to murder your family if you don't go with him, and then forced to have sex with him in his polygamous marriage as he thinks he's the Messiah for the latter days, and then you now are carrying his baby. These are women who worked for him. And they didn't quit after they got raped, apparently. This was a recent thing. The couple. Seriously? The husband also was raped, along with the wife. Raped. Because the Utah law, I did the video explaining this to you, there's a difference. Rape, sexual assault, is a third-degree felony. And it's multiple rapes here, so multiple felonies. This is a habitual rapist. Serial rapist is what he's being accused of being. All because he doesn't understand why M. Russell Ballard lied. And now the governor, because the attorney general can't do anything about it, because of his problems with the law, the governor, who also has his problems with handling of certain events in 2020, but nonetheless was promoted by the church and put in by the church. Sorry, John Huntsman Jr., with your return to governing. It was already rigged against you. So, yeah, this is a big scandal. And nobody's talking about the issues that I'm bringing up here, because you got to put the whole thing in its timeline. And people don't do that. The news refuses to do this. They're the news. They're supposed to do this. They don't do this. Why? Because the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is involved. And because the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints is involved, all of a sudden the press doesn't know how to be the press. Instead, you've got KUTV2 talking about cooking with Chef Brian, authentic pad thai. And cooking with Chef Brian, stuffed candy corn pizza. And Fresh Start 2, fitness, upper body strengthening routine. Fresh Start 2, fitness, triceps workout routine. You know, those vital key news stories we need to hear during Armageddon.